As you can see by the white light, we've
been raptured.
We were for some reason raptured. Because
for some reason.
Well, we've sat through so many of these fucking movies this year that if the rapture comes, and we're not gonna be left behind. We've sat through too many of these goddamn movies this year. Come on up, boys.
You've done your time.
You've done your time. You obviously don't belong here, but you had to see all of these fucking movies that my followers have put out. Yay. So we just got out of Left Behind, starring Nicolas Cage, and it's not very good.
Not at all.
Shock. This movie's bad.
Man.
Shock. This Nicolas Cage movie comes out to theaters here in town. This one. Not Joe or Frozen Ground or anything like that. No. Fucking Left Behind. Beyond Nick Cage movies. How about, we haven't gotten Tusk in Springfield yet, or The Guest, or some stuff that I kind of want to see. But no. Left Behind, sure. Why the fuck not? Bring it on to Springfield. Bring this. Bring God's Not Dead. Bring Mom's Night Out. Bring The Identical. Bring whatever other fucking movie should not be out in this many goddamn theaters.
Living in the Bible Belt really, really sucks.
I know, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I'm complaining, but I'm not surprised that this movie is coming to Springfield, Illinois.
Nope.
I'm not at all. Fuck. When we went to go see God's Not Dead, there was a busload of fucking people there seeing it. Same with Heaven Is For Real. Fuck, I think there was a lot of people at Mom's Night Out. This one had a few people there.
I was gonna say, hold on there, buddy. We did not have a packed house, but we did have a lot more people in there than I thought were going to be there.
There was more people there than were at The Identical.
Yeah.
Brian has never even knew that this was a movie that was coming out. I sent him a text earlier. I was like, hey, are you still good to see some movies tomorrow? And he's like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, oh, Jake and I are about to go see Left Behind. He's like, there's another one? I'm like, yeah. You don't know about this? With Nicolas Cage. And he just writes back, "The fuck? F-U-Q." Oh yeah, which by the way, yeah, there is a pre-screening going on tonight for both Annabelle and Gone Girl. But most important things first.
Yeah.
I mean, Nicolas Cage in Left Behind. The David Fincher movie could take a back seat to that shit. We gotta go see fucking Nicolas Cage. We got fucking priorities, people. We gotta see this reject of an airport movie from the 1970s. God damn. This movie was dead. Mm-hmm. This was a dead zone, man. This is a lifeless corpse of a movie. Like, God's Not Dead is far more insulting and offensive than this movie, but God's Not Dead and The Identical and Heaven Is For Real and even Mom's Night Out, whoever made those movies, at least, like, there was a lot of blind ignorance going on in some of those that led them to make those movies. They clearly wanted to make those movies. God's Not Dead is just a movie for motherfuckers, but you stomp on that fucking movie.
Fuck!
Spider.
Every time I go to fucking spiders!
Is there a spider up there?
There was. I gotta save my own goddamn life.
That could have been God.
He ain't anymore.
At least those movies had... Oh, dude, I'd be with you if, like, suddenly, like, a hornet's nest was in the backseat.
We're gonna turn our attention here to Hornet Joe.
Those movies, at least there was... You could tell whoever made those movies, yeah, okay, they wanted to say something. It was ignorant, but they wanted to say something. They were at least... It seemed like whoever made those movies wanted to do those projects. There was I guess ambition is the right word, but the movies are the most poorly made dreck you could fucking go see in the theater this year. This movie, there is no one who wants to do this fucking movie. This is looking at the movie, it's lifeless. It is the most unambitious movie one of the most unambitious movies I've seen this year. I have seen direct-to-video movies that have more life to them than this movie. Everyone behind the camera, everyone in front of the camera does not want to be here. Wants to be doing anything else but this movie. I have rarely seen a movie that is so beneath many of the people who are in this. Like, I get it. Nicolas Cage had some tax issues. He had like broke. Fucking tax problems.
Broke as hell.
I get it. You have to say yes to a lot of stuff. There had to have been... Look, I don't know, but he's Nicolas Cage. He's Nick fucking Cage. He is Academy Award winner Nicolas Cage. This was the best that was offered. I am so glad that we are near done with this era of bankruptcy, having to say yes to everything Nicolas Cage. I am. And there are even some movies in that era of his that I thought were okay. Like Rage was kind of fun, you know. God damn does he look depressed in this movie. I mean, holy crap. He had to say yes to this. Really? I mean, I'm glad we got him doing movies now like Joe and Frozen Ground, which are both really fucking good, but there's still some that haven't come out yet that he said yes to. This is fucking one of them. It's made up of a lot of Nicolas Cage going like, well, is there gas coming out of the plane? There's an empty plane flying right at us. I guess I should rise 1,000 more feet. But I will say, because he is a great actor, when there are scenes that call for him to have tears, he's good. Like, when those scenes, the couple of scenes, like the 2 scenes in this movie, that actually call for him to emote to the extent to where he has to cry, he does it. He does do it. Because he's a talented actor. Because he's Nick fucking Cage. Fuck me, man. Watching him in this movie is like... I don't know. It's like... I can't think to compare it to something. It's like watching someone you love cry about their dead dog. I don't know. It's depressing. It's depressing watching it.
Well, then I will comfort you like I'm watching a friend who is crying over their dead dog. Don't worry, we can get you a new Nick Cage.
No, I'm not comparing Nick Cage to a dead dog. I'm saying that watching this movie is sad as watching somebody cry over something depressing happening. Dead dog was just the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah. I don't know what really you want me to add to it. You're right. I mean, this movie was so obvious that nobody wanted to really be in this movie.
Yeah, except for Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson, but she wasn't really in it all that long.
Yeah, she's in it for like
She's in it for like 1 or 2 scenes, and she gets raptured.
By the way, still looks ravishing.
Doesn't she?
Holy fuck.
She looks really
And
good.
it is honestly just a coincidence that I'm wearing this fucking
Back
shirt.
to the Future.
I didn't know she was in this movie.
I knew I should have worn my Howard the Duck shirt.
Oh, sweet. I just busted out my Dennis the Menace shirt. Just fucking... The movie is... I can't even... I mean, I'm sure we can find some stuff to get into on this, but there was a lot more stuff to get into about The Identical, because that movie was just so... The Identical was so batshit, and yeah, there's some crazy-ass shit that happens in this movie. There is. And trust me, we'll get into it. But it is mostly really fucking boring.
very, very boring. Like, nothing really happens.
It's an airport movie.
It's an airport movie.
It's an airport movie. It is, except it's not 2.5 hours like an airport movie, but it is still, it's like an hour and 50 minutes, which they stretch.
This movie really could have been done in about an hour and 10 minutes.
This movie, The Rapture, is completely arbitrary to most of the shit that's going on in this movie. This, like, yeah, we're calling it a religious film, but a little. I mean, like...
It's religious in the sense that they're talking about the rapture. And since they're talking about the rapture, they're going to mention Revelations, or this one was Matthew, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, a couple because it's a rapture movie, so of course you're gonna have someone talking religion, but it is mostly an airplane movie. It is totally mostly an airplane disaster film. That's what it is. And I've seen the Cameron one. I went to a religious high school, so we watched it when that movie came out. And on the basis alone that this movie doesn't have Kirk Cameron in it, I will say that I would rather watch this movie just because it doesn't have that piece of human dog shit in it.
What about November 14th?
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll fucking do.
That's gonna be a fun day.
Oh shit!
This is gonna be a bad day.
We'll get to. Trust me, we're gonna talk about trailers on this fucking episode. So, it'd be like if let's say you saw something that was objectively worse than something else, but the older movie in question had Adam Sandler in it. And the new movie that is maybe objectively worse doesn't have
somebody
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I understand what you're saying.
They cut it. I'm not even kidding when I say that, like, it is totally mostly an airplane movie. What I remember about the other one was the Antichrist was in the other one. The Antichrist is not in this. That whole plot is not in this movie. I remember the other one ending. I remember the other one not having as much to do with. I mean, maybe it did, but as much to do with, like, the airport stuff. Maybe it did, but what I remember the most about the other one was a lot of the stuff with the Antichrist, because the guy who played the Antichrist in the other one was actually quite good. But I mentioned this too, but of course you're going to need to get a charismatic actor to play that. Yeah. So yeah, they kind of did. And that was sort of how it ended, was like this guy was, I think, running for office or something like that.
Probably president.
Yeah, something like that. Or maybe I'm just thinking of The Omen 3. Oops.
well, Brad, it's easy to confuse those two movies.
When I say that it is completely arbitrary and that the Rapture is really just an excuse for just fucked up shit to happen to this plane, and it runs out of gas and they can't find it. And they can't land it because it's like running out of fuel and like it's just kind of gliding and shit like that. But when the Rapture does. Okay, the first, like, half hour of this movie is mostly just really dramatic shit that's just going on in the airport lounge. I'm not even kidding, it is a boring film to look at. It is shot boring. It's acted boring. It is just the most standard shots that you could imagine would go into this movie. And it's mostly taking place, the first half hour, mostly taking place in the blandest looking airport lounge that they possibly could have found. And it's a lot of dialogue that just repeats itself throughout the movie, whether in the first half hour of religious people showing up and then the daughter saying shit like, why God's an asshole because earthquakes exist. Why do you believe in God? Because bad stuff happens to me. And so she's there to meet Nicolas Cage because he's her dad and it's his birthday, but he'd rather go hang out with a stewardess and go to a U2 concert, which is his fucking birthday.
Well, I mean, the context was that he was kind of sort of supposed to be cheating on his wife.
It's strange. I spent most of the movie thinking they were divorced.
Yeah, well, they weren't.
Which, I mean, it's okay. If this is something that's happening in real life, that couple would have been separated a long fucking time ago. Yeah. So she writes him a note that says, "This is the saddest day of my life," which, honey, that's the saddest day of your fucking life. The daughter writes
it really must be nice to be white. That must be great. 'Cause I can tell you some of the saddest days of my life, and it wasn't my daddy banging a stewardess. That was not, or my crazy mom who just happens to be a religious nut. No. My saddest days are a lot darker than that.
That really ruined his excitement from getting those U2 tickets.
It really did, man.
And so then the rapture happens, and it's very, like...
Anti-traumatic?
Oh, yeah.
It was actually kind of funny, because, like, here's how the rapture happens. The main girl in it, Nick Cage's daughter, is hanging around with Nick Cage's younger son, and brother and sister hanging out as brother and sister at the mall. And it's cutesy and lovey, and a random breakdance session.
Oh!
In the middle of the mall.
Like, there's a lot of stuff
like
in the
1980. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. Why the fuck are these guys breakdancing in the middle of the mall?
Another scene that has nothing to do with anything. There's a lot of shit. A lot of shit in the first 40 minutes of this movie, to where me and him looked at each other like, what are we watching? Because it was mostly made up of, I'm not even calling this shit character development, because it's not. It is the most random shit that will happen. Like when they're on the fucking airplane and there's the dwarf guy who is all of his dialogue has to do with him being short. Like,
all of it.
It's him, like he's trying to put his luggage up, and then the one dude tries helping him and he goes, "Why, I can do it myself." And then later on, like when the rapture happens, and then the guy's like, "Did you see anything?" He's like, "It looked the same for me down here too." Shit like that. Or the woman who has dementia and she thinks that Chad Michael Murray is Frank Sinatra. Random shit. Or like the little girl on the plane being the daughter of a football player, and then the dwarf guy is into gambling, so he writes
down something about her dad being the quarterback for the Jets.
And if you are religious in this movie, you are always carrying Bible stuff with you. You always have calendars that tell you when your Bible study is. You always have, Bibles. You are really prudish, like incredibly so, to the point to where, like, you don't even like, I'm not even gonna say dirty jokes, just PG-13 jokes that, like, Nicolas Cage says, and the snooty Christian stewardess, like, kind of gives him shit for it.
That was a bad one.
So, okay, fine, we got rid of all the prudes.
Now we can fucking party.
Yeah, now we can fucking party this shit up.
Fucking, I mean, it's... At this point, the rapture happened. I mean, people just went, boop, mostly kids.
Well, yeah, that line in the movie when they're like, all the kids were taken.
Oh,
bullshit.
No.
Kids are bastards.
Kids are fucking assholes. I know, like, at least preteen girls from the age of 12 to 14, them bitches ain't going anywhere.
Kids are bastards. There's some of those fuckers who are staying around. And also probably some kids who aren't even religious, or maybe of the wrong religion. Because there's one guy on the plane who, I swear to God, the only reason
he's not raptured is because he's fucking Muslim?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one was bad. Like, this motherfucker on the plane, he was a religious dude.
Yeah.
He's Muslim. A lot of people who study that particular belief, they're religious people. It's nothing different than any other religion. But fucking, yeah, he's a religious dude. He's very nice, very helpful, very calm. Like,
he's the first one to say we need to pray. He's the first one,
like, why don't we try praying? Because nothing else is making any fucking sense. And when in doubt, pray it out.
Yeah.
Why not? You got nothing else to lose. Fuck it. Yeah, and... Like, I honestly think, like, because the midget was going through his bag.
Yeah.
Like a little paranoid insect, little fuck. I hate people like that. I truly do. I hate
This character was a fucker.
I fucking hate people
This
like
character
that.
was not the Muslim guy, but
No,
the
Muslim guy
other
was really
guy.
cool. I liked him. It was the midget, whatever, short. I don't know what
The short guy.
the short dude. I don't know what the PC term for the tiny
The
people.
Troyer.
The Troyer. All right, so the Troyer was like weaseling his way on the ground and like grabs the Muslim guy's bag and starts looking through it because obviously, because there's a Muslim in first class on a plane, he's obviously
Clearly,
the
he has a
culprit.
weapon that made
He
people
has a weapon that can.
And that weird
Teleport
piece of
people?
editing where he pulls out something in his bag. The Muslim guy pulls out something in his bag, and
And then it just instantly cuts to
a
girl.
guy getting shot. It
Yeah, that's
instantly
what it was. It cuts
the-
to the girl, and it's like this dude getting shot out of a. What was really weird about that is I noticed the side of the building had like Kohler something and something attorney.
Yeah.
And then kaboom! And this dude gets like launched out, and this. So weaselly looking dude with this big ass shotgun like walks through the window that he just shot this dude out of, and it shows the guy he has like jewels in his hands, like a bunch of gold and shit. Looked like he was trying to rob the joint.
Yeah.
But like this dude shoots the robber, and then the girl is there, the Nick Cage's daughter, and then he just points the shotgun to her.
And it's playing like Western
It's
music.
playing Western. Yeah, like he pops the shell out, and then just looks at her. Move along.
Move along,
Move
man.
along,
That's
man.
it. The guy had like he wandered in from like a heist movie. He's wearing a suit.
He's wearing
has
a
long
suit,
hair.
he has like long shoulder
and
length
it's
hair.
playing this Western music, and the soundtrack was weird.
The
in
soundtrack
this.
was really this smooth contemporary
This
dread.
smooth 80s cop show jazz it was playing at the beginning of it, when Nick Cage is just simply pulling up into the parking lot, or the shenanigans hijinks music it was playing when the plane
When
was
the
lifting
plane
up,
was lifting off.
or also like odd like la 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 sitcom like feel good music it was playing every now and then. This movie it's edited really bad.
This is quite possibly one of the worst purely on an edit standpoint. This is
Yeah.
one of the worst edited movies I have ever
honestly
seen.
me in theatrically.
Theatrically, I've seen worse edited movies. I've watched Dolomite.
But
The Boom Mike
that had charm though, at least. Like,
Goddamn right, Dolomite has
Yeah.
charm. Dolomite's awesome.
yeah, that movie at least had like it had charm. It had its own attitude. You know, this movie is dead in the fucking water, and it is so Rapture light because okay, there are some accidents that are going on.
I'm sorry. Like, let's say that the Christians are right. Let's say God eventually gets pissed off at all of us. Like, you know what? You guys are cool. You can come up here with us. The rest of you motherfuckers, man, just rot for all I care.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I can get behind this. I'm probably going to be the one of the motherfuckers down here anyways. I ain't going to
Me
heaven.
too. I'm not fucking
But-
going anywhere.
Even if I got up to heaven, I'd be like,
No
still
one
don't
here
believe
likes
you.
my dirty jokes.
Nobody here is going to laugh at my dirty jokes. They're a bunch of Mormons and prudish-ass Christian people. Fuck this. Bring me back down there so I can tell some jokes. But let's say, hypothetically, the Christians are right, a rapture happens. A couple of million people just gone.
Yeah.
The chaos that would ensue from that
Would be
Would
100
be-
fucking million times the purge.
that would actually be like the stories of the Revelation and the Rapture and everything and the 7 years of blah, 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 all that terrible Antichrist crap that's supposed to happen in the Bible. Truly, the real hell on earth would be about an hour after everyone is raptured, because there's going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Plane crashes.
Nobody's here. There's planes
car
crashing.
accidents.
The power is going to go out. There's no emergency, no communication, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just fucking nothing. Planes would just constantly be dropping out of the sky because airspace is really, really busy. It would be constant. Trains would be derailing. Just all hell would be breaking loose. That is actually the hell on earth that would be described, in my opinion. Not Antichrist showing up. Who cares?
Well, in this, like,
I wish
okay,
Antichrist
there
was
is
in this.
some car accidents. There is, like, one... honestly,
the
it all...
car accidents that happen are all directed to this bitch.
Yeah,
and
even
they
the
come out
plane.
of fucking nowhere. Like she's in the goddamn mall. Rapture happens. She's trying to find her little brother. Chaos is ensuing. Relatively mild. I guess they were.
Pretty fucking mild.
I guess they were in the white mall.
She's
so
pretty mild.
Everybody left in a nice, orderly, single fucking file line. Everything is pretty much all right going on here. She goes to the fucking. I'm sorry. This is before she actually leaves. It's like she's on her way out of the mall. Out of nowhere, a car crash almost hits her. You look inside, the driver's not there, the passenger dead. She's running out. I'm so confused. She goes to the car. This is the only person this is happening to in this movie. She goes to the car, which was Nick Cage's car. She's about to get into it. We're out of fucking nowhere. A single prop airplane just kind of plow right to the back of her car. So now she doesn't have a car, and God is trying to kill her.
by lodging fucking empty vehicles at her. Plane, car, bus.
A bus, like, she eventually gets out. She's underneath an underpass. She has a bag on. These two assholes on a moped of all fucking things come out of nowhere. Grabs her purse. Hey, that's my brother's. Motherfucker, I could jog up to them and beat their ass for stealing that purse.
Wait, she really let them take that bag, too. Almost like it was in the script.
Almost like it was supposed to, like, oh no.
Yeah, and a bus falls off the bridge.
But what's really, really weird about this is that, all right, Rapture happens. Car almost hits the girl inside of the mall. A single prop plane almost hits her when she's getting into a car. She leaves, she gets her purse stolen, and now she's under an overpass, and then just suddenly, just out of nowhere, no, nothing like that, just hear, crash!
Yeah.
Like a bus, just like a tiny little...
So this bus had to have been driving empty for like an hour.
It was a short bus. It was...
Like, this is like, it had to have been like an hour after the Rapture happened. So, like, either this bus was just driving
cruising along
fairly well for like an hour long, or God just forgot somebody and shit.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot bus driver Mrs. Crabtree. Like, No, the part that made me the happiest was when the dwarf got kicked off.
He got kicked off of the plane
like a football.
He did.
Like a football.
That was
just
that was
punted
funny.
out of the plane at the end of the fucking movie.
Man, and then like
shit. Most of the dialogue, it totally just repeats itself.
It repeats
for
itself
90 minutes.
Yeah. And probably for me, like, the character that I hated the most was the tiny person, Troyer.
Yeah, he was just...
The reason
I forget the actor's name. I mean, it's not Vern Troyer.
No,
but like,
it's not. I don't know his name.
I've seen the actor before in a lot of different things, but...
Yes, but it's... I can't think of his name either.
Yeah.
But he is...
I think it was... Is it Knee-High P.I.? Was that from fucking Knee-High P.I.? I swear to God, it's the same fucking actor.
Is it?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Knee-High P.I.
I think you might be right. I think you're right. I think it might be Knee-High P.I. Sweet. Well,
So don't get mad at us for saying midget. He starred in a movie called Knee-High P.I.
Like, I couldn't stand his character just because I just don't like that person who is differently abled, yet they're so goddamn stubborn that they're not going to accept any kind of people's help whatsoever.
Or even beyond that, it was just like he didn't like anyone looking at him. He always thought people were constant. You've seen this shit in movies before.
Yeah.
It's what we said earlier, where he's like, "Of course I didn't see anything. It looks the same down here too."
And then like,
Dude,
there's this moment where like the little dude and the Muslim guy were like kind of butting heads, and it looked like there was going to be a fight for a second by the way that they were standing. And I'm so sorry, dude, little guy. I'm not gonna. You may be a tough person. I'm not gonna say you're not, but I am going to say that the Muslim gentleman had a reach advantage on you. He would beat the unholy shit out of you, fuck you up, and store your little ass in the overhead compartment, lock the fucking thing, and you can calm your little ass up down in there until we land.
I was
wish.
waiting for someone to do
that's
that.
personally what I would have done.
It was funny that he got kicked out of the air.
It was like a straight football. It was like, punt.
And it was when the slide was down. It wasn't like it was in the air and they just kicked him out.
It was because like he was hesitant to go down the slide, and like someone was like, "Oh, just for God's sakes, kick!" And then like it comes to the bottom of the slide.
Well, I mean, as opposed to it being like mid-air, like Bruce Payne at the end of fucking Passenger 57, they kick him nuts and chuck him out the plane at the end.
I'd have been all right with that.
But all the dialogue in the movie, like from when the rapture happens to honestly towards the end, is all just made up of what is happening. Why is this happening? I wonder if it's aliens. I wonder if it's terrorists. Maybe someone's designed a weapon. Maybe the people are invisible. They're still on a plane. Why is this happening? Who is doing this? It's happening all over the world. They must say the phrase, it's happening all over the world a dozen fucking times in this. And it isn't just a throwaway line. It is whole scenes. They are repeating whole scenes. You did not need that scene of the daughter in the hospital with the mother.
What the fuck?
It was
weird.
all lines that have been previously said in the movie.
Many times.
And then said later on.
Many fucking times.
It's happening to children. It's happening all over the world. We fucking get it. We fucking get it.
It's the rapture. We get it.
Yes.
We get it. We understand. And of course, it takes a fucking drug addict British chick to tell everybody on the plane. They listen to her. I don't know why, but
the heroin addict on the plane.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that didn't even... The fact that she's a heroin addict does not play into this movie.
Even remotely.
She just has track marks on her arm.
She like starts tweaking out for a second.
But so's everybody on the plane.
Everyone's having a bad trip on this plane, and she's the only one who's actually stoned. So she goes to the bathroom. Is like, all right, man, I'm kind of freaking out here. I'm kind of freaking out. Like, I don't blame her. I would be freaking out too. She does another bump, and she writes, "It's not real" on her hand. Because she's tripping balls. And then our investigative journalist,
Chad Michael Murray.
Calls
he plays the Kirk Cameron role. He's honestly
plays
not
investigative journalist.
His investigative journalist.
How many times do they have to say that?
Investigative journalist Cameron Buck something.
These names are fucking
Captain Ray
Steele.
Yeah.
Investigative journalist.
I swear I played a Ray Steele in a movie.
It was
once.
like Cameron Buck, I think was his name.
Buck was like his nickname or something. His last name was something. It's like Wilson.
Buckshot?
Or like
I don't know.
Character actor Cameron Mitchell, as played by Chad Michael Murray. He's way better than Kirk Cameron was, but he's a better actor than Kirk Cameron is.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh.
Kirk Cameron is a national treasure.
Motherfucker can't even sell a banana. Jesus fucking Christ.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, God, that was so funny.
Kirk Crocoduck Cameron. Yeah. Let's throw him out. Let's throw him out there to be the voice of Christianity. Why? Because he was on Growing Pains. Even though he's an idiot. Ugh. Fuck that guy. But, okay, so the last half hour, maybe less than a half hour, when it hasn't really decided whether it wants the sun to be up or down.
Oh, yeah.
Then it gets into when the plane lands, which, like most airport movies you see, is fucking absurd. What fucking happens? It has to clear enough because JFK and LaGuardia are all booked.
Yeah, they're jam-packed.
Yeah. So because of that, they have to clear enough landing space in order to land this jumbo fucking jet. Luckily, they get Cage's daughter on the phone, who is about to kill herself by throwing herself off a bridge. Luckily, she gets that phone call just in time, so she needs to go to wherever this stretch of dirt runway is and clear up enough space so this jumbo jet can land, which, by the way, has no spoilers on it, or it basically has to...
It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's gotta come in.
It's gotta glide down.
It's gotta glide down. It doesn't have reverse thrust, which means when it lands, it's gotta use pure brake power.
Yeah.
And it's going to be kind of hard to stop a jumbo jet when it's entering in... God knows how fucking fast.
And then suddenly, this movie becomes Grand Theft Auto, in which she has her mission. We are now playing as her character.
We're playing as her character now.
In which she climbs down from the bridge and finds a motorcycle, which she is an ace at, apparently.
Yeah.
Is phenomenal at riding motorcycles. And so she races this motorcycle to this landing strip, gets out, gets into a pickup truck, and pushes a bunch of roadblocks, trash, whatever, other vehicles and shit out of the fucking way so this plane can land. She even gets in a steamroller and wheels that son of a bitch out of the fucking way. And she has to create a fire so they can see where she's even fucking at. So she throws down a bunch of fucking gasoline, lights this goddamn fire, barrels are fucking exploding and shit. Suddenly, it has become a Bruckheimer film on a small budget. It's become
very small budget.
It's become an Asylum Bruckheimer film. So suddenly, it's slow motion, explosion shots, like... Yeah, it's small budgeted Con Air at the end of this fucking thing. She is dodging explosions left and right. Fucking left and right, she is dodging explosions. They see the fucking explosions like, oh, over there, we land over there.
That's where we gotta go.
That's where we gotta go. Thanks, sweetie. So they land the plane, and of course it breaks just before hitting the tanker of gasoline.
Because of the electrical lines. Took out one of the wheels.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, then everyone is safe, and sequel bait. They all get out of the fucking plane, and then they're like, is this the end? No, it's just the beginning. And it shows the city, which is now,
got a problem here.
Yeah.
Here's where only one of the instances of the terrible editing that happens in this. So, go on this journey with me. There's the part in the movie where the plane is approaching its descent. You're in the cockpit with Nick Cage and investigative journalism Buckshot Jones. And so you see like the city skyline.
Yeah.
It looks pristine. It looks beautiful.
Which it does throughout the whole
whole movie.
Streets are empty. She is able to get anywhere in this movie because streets are empty. Traffic is fine. When she's on the bridge, you see motherfuckers just driving by. Doop, 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 doop. It's like the end of fucking, like, you remember the end of Zombie? When the zombies are walking on the Brooklyn Bridge at the end of it?
Oh, yeah!
But the people driving...
The people are still driving.
They don't know there's a movie being made, so doop, 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 okay.
All right. That was something I just saw.
It's fucking that throughout this whole movie.
They're supposed to be based out of goddamn New York.
Oh yeah, this is New York, where the equivalent of the fucking Purge would be going on.
It's so bad.
It's any old fucking Sunday, except for the last shot in the fucking movie,
which shows the city skyline as it should be: ablaze, fire, that's what would actually be happening.
Moments after it previously showed it, fine.
They were approaching in there, and he said, I need a signal fire. I need a signal, something bright. God damn it, the city is supposed to be on fire. How are you supposed to be able to tell what the hell the signal is supposed to be when everything is supposed to be fucking burning? But of course it isn't, because he would have a hell of a time landing that plane, so you see the one fireball that she causes, which allows him to land a plane. They all get off of the goddamn plane, and exactly what you said, look at the New York skyline, and it's on fire. It's burning. The city is burning. This is seriously one of the worst edited movies I've ever seen.
Because there is never a sense that this is happening globally.
No!
Other than people telling us that it's happening globally. You barely see anything on the news going on about this. A couple times it shows the news, but not just like fucking quick flashes. Yes, you see a couple of car accidents. Yes, you see that little biplane crash. Yeah, here and there, but not... It would be like if we went to go see The Purge Anarchy and the only thing we saw was like one bank robbery.
Yeah.
It's like that. You don't get the sense of any kind of global disaster in this film.
You don't get the peril. You don't get the chaos, the confusion that's supposed to be happening.
Because it doesn't show it. Not even with like stock. Because usually in movies like this, they'll show stock footage of something. No, not even that. Like maybe for a couple seconds. That's it. It is just... Again, it's just an airplane movie.
It's everything outside is actually going around pretty well.
Yeah, they're kind of lucky they only ran into one plane.
Yeah, just one. That's not what would be happening. Like, planes would be raining out of the goddamn sky if that actually happened. Just all over the fucking place. Nobody would be able to tell them where to land. There'd be no eyes on the ground to help the planes. It would just...
Yeah, and they only run into like one.
One.
I'll tell you this much. There was no one flying that plane.
Thanks, Nick.
Fuck. And of course, the co-pilot got raptured.
He got raptured because his wristwatch says John 3:16 on it.
You don't need to tell us...
I don't know if that means he's... a Christian or if he's a sports fan. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck John 3:16 means anymore. I don't think anybody, even if you were to pull out the Bible verse, be like, how does this have to do with baseball?
He was rooting for the right team. Christianity.
Yeah, if you put your eggs in the Christianity basket, well done. It turns out you won.
You don't need to show us the watch that says John 3:16. You don't need to show us the woman's day planner that says Bible study. I get that they're religious. You know why? Because they were fucking raptured. Yeah, raptured. I get it. They're religious.
You can't get any more religious than being fucking raptured. You don't. We get it. We fucking get it when Leah Thompson disappeared.
Yeah.
We get it. Who was the fucking rapture?
Who was really the only like religious person in this movie that seemed like genuinely good. Like, the brief times that it showed her, like, okay, yeah, she's hardcore into that stuff, but she seemed like just a genuinely sweet person. As opposed to the fire and brimstone lady it showed in the airport.
You know, have you ever read the Bible, Mr. Buckshot Jones? Probably not as much as you. Well, Matthew says that fiery rainstone, God's gonna come down on flaming chariot playing a guitar solo of death that rains destruction down upon you non-believing fucks.
And then the daughter comes out of nowhere to get into an argument with this woman for no reason.
Oh, okay, so if your God's so awesome, why are there earthquakes? Why are there so much terrible things?
It's the first of like 20 times she does this in the movie.
And, like, I get the argument against God versus not God, but if you're going to come over to a religious person and engage in that discussion, come at them better with, why are there bad stuff?
Yeah, and that's all she did.
That's all she's basing her argument off of, and he's like, that was a really good argument. That's a terrible fucking
That argument didn't even need to be with this character
It
in the
didn't
movie
at all.
because she is only getting into this argument so we know that the daughter's not religious.
That she doesn't...
I would have gotten that from the discussion with the mom, with the 8 million other conversations she has that are the same fucking thing that she has with this random woman in the airport. Oh, dude, but what about the end is near sign where someone was like, well, we gotta fix that.
Yeah,
Red paint.
It was like, the end is near. Here is what you meant.
Guess I could have drawn a new sign, but fuck that.
Fuck that.
We're on a budget with this movie. We'll only spare one giant piece of cardboard.
God damn it. Think there'll be a sequel? I hope so.
Just to see who they get to play the Antichrist.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'll do it.
This series certainly has a built-in fan base, but I don't know if the fans of Left Behind are looking forward to this.
I was gonna say, like you mentioned beforehand, I guess like the author of the series. Or authors.
I mean, I noticed on the poster that the author wasn't credited on there, but in the movie he is.
Based on the books left behind by somebody and somebody. I remember the series of books because several people that I knew
Oh,
in
yeah, I
school
certainly remember.
read those, and I was told they were good. I am not the most religious person on the planet, so I did not read them. But I don't know, like, I may not be a religious person, but I like a good story about the Rapture. I do.
You can do that story well.
Fuck
you
yeah.
can honestly, yeah, you can.
Honestly, I'd rather go home and watch the American Dad
American
episode.
Dad, where
That
it was
episode of the Rapture
Italian
was goddamn
post-apocalyptic movie.
Looks like I just picked up a big bouquet of oopsie daisies.
Or fuck, This Is the End. This Is the End was at like Rapture. Just watch the music video for Blondie's Rapture.
Yeah.
Why not? It's got the man from Mars in it. This movie didn't have that shit. Yeah, you can totally do, like, it's a creepy story. Like, if that
Hell
were to
yeah.
happen,
Oh, God,
that is
yeah.
terrifying. You can absolutely do that. You
Have
totally
fun with
can.
it. Tell a damn good story from it too. Just not this.
Oh, this is a piece of shit.
This is terrible.
Yeah, this is an absolute piece of shit. Like, no, I don't fucking recommend this goddamn movie. No,
no.
I really don't, because I'm gonna be honest. Like, we are probably making this movie sound more batshit than it is. Like, okay, when the plane is landing, that gets kind of hilarious, but this is not like the identical to where
Like, it's so bad that we can't describe it to you, that you would have to see it for yourself. Like, the identical is a personal experience that you must experience in your life, because it's very, very, very rare that you get to see such a train wreck for yourself.
And I think that movie is what a
theater.
lot of people are going to want out of this. And you're honestly going to be mostly bored.
You're going to be very bored.
I was mostly bored in this movie.
You're not going to get the identical where during the movie, like, both Brad and myself are just like the identical had us engaged for all of the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Oh God.
How are you? What?
This nearly put me to sleep.
Yeah, this
like,
movie was just
whatever
boring.
laughter you think you're gonna get out of this movie. Like, okay, it's you're probably gonna go into this thinking, oh, it's gonna be crazy Nicolas Cage, like in Deadfall or something, and he's like, it's wacky and like, no, it is no. I mean, I know that's what you want out of. Believe me, I think it's what both of us wanted out of this.
It was.
No, it honestly, you were gonna be. If you were going into this thinking it's going to be like room levels of bad, and in terms of filmmaking, it's pretty fucking incompetent.
Yeah.
It is wildly
pretty
incompetent.
bad. It's like I said, one of the worst theatrically released edited movies I have ever personally seen.
You are mostly gonna. Yeah. Oh.
But
yeah,
not in that sense of like Dolomite bad, where the boom mic randomly showed up, or you could see the cameraman in the background, or not little shit like that. Where it's like, hey, there's a cameraman.
Yeah.
No, it's like There's one scene, and I don't remember where it is, and I don't remember the context of it because of how little sense it made. But it was supposed to be a transition from the girl back to the plane. And the transition shot they decided to use was, I think she was in the mall trying, like before the overpass, trying to leave, trying to go home, or maybe she was on her way home. I don't fucking know. But the scene was like she's approaching her house and like something dramatic is about to happen, and that's when the movie cuts away. Like anytime any kind of suspension is building or something like that, it cuts away to something really weird, and then it comes back in the middle of like what was happening. Just like a chapter in a book, which is what they base it off of, but that does not translate well to movies. You can't just do that in a movie. You could do that in a book, but you cannot do that in a movie. You can't just end it on something dramatic happening. All right, here's the girl. And then we're back over here. It turns out he had an electric toothbrush.
That was weird.
That was weird. That was the shotgun blast scene that we kind of got off
jarring.
topic.
It's
jarring. Very, very jarring. But this particular one I'm thinking of, I think she was like on her way to her house or something. Something was about to happen and we need to transition back to the airplane. The shot that they used was just some random kind of long-haired dude getting inside of a silver car. And then we're back... We're back to the airplane. Like that, it took me like 5 minutes inside of my head to stop thinking about, why did I just see this guy get inside? Are we gonna follow him now? Like, maybe some hilarious things happen with this guy. Maybe he has Rapture shenanigans. Can we follow this
Yeah,
dude?
let's follow anybody else in this movie.
Anybody else.
There's gotta be, I don't know, there's gotta be wackier stories than this.
There's gotta be people out there with our mentality just out there having a goddamn blast before judgment comes.
And really, like, over-dramatic, silly, like really melodramatic stuff. Like the daughter throwing the Bible in slow motion. My Bible! It's super fucking slow motion. It's her talking to the priest, who again tells her shit that a million other people in this movie have already fucking said. I don't know why I don't know why yeah, wait, this was another weird cut too. It was like, I don't know why the priest got left behind, but when she was like, why'd you get left behind? It cuts to other things. It cuts to like other things and randomly cuts back, and I'm like, did he say he was a pedophile?
What happened? Well, you see, I likes the boys.
Thank you for being honest with me, sir.
Oh, fuck it, where's the Rapture? I mean, you're here because you're an asshole like me. What are you in here for?
Yeah, what are you in for, boss?
What are you in for, boss? I rape babies. Well, I'm getting out of this fucking church.
I feel sorry for, like, the one guy who converted in prison and is just stuck.
Ow! Ow!
And who's gonna feed all these people's pets? All the old ladies with their, like, dozen cats who are probably religious. No one's gonna be there to feed the animals.
No, that's when you decide that's when you learn which one of the cats is the top cat.
Who wants it the most?
Which one of you cats want to live the hardest? We're gonna find out. Eventually there will be one. That's the one you keep. That's how I find my kittens. I get like 12 cats in like a tiny little cage. I keep poking them until they get mad at each other, and then just leave them in there for like, I don't know, 5 days. And when I come back, the one kitten that's there with the blood and just, that's my cat. That's the cat I want.
You will wear the top hat.
You will wear the kitty hat, and you will now be known as Chairman Meow. Welcome to my home.
Fucking hardcore.
Hell yeah. Especially if I'm naming any of my animals a pun. It's gonna have to be it's gonna have to be a hardcore cat for that to happen.
You are the winner, Cat Stevens.
Damn it, I kind of wish I named my cat that. At least Stevens.
Stevens. Just Stevens.
Just Stevens.
It goes without saying. Cat Stevens.
What's your cat's name? Stevens. I see what you did there.
It's 20% batshit, 80% boring. It's not offensive or anything like that.
No.
But the trailer that we got in front of
We got a winner coming up soon.
We got several winners that it showed in front of this fucking movie.
Kirk Cameron's back.
Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Which, first of all, someone already saved Christmas. His fucking name was Ernest P. Worrell. You show some goddamn respect, you fucking banana fucking motherfucker. We already had someone who's way more of a god than you will ever be, Kirk Cameron. Jim fucking Varney. He already did your fucking job for you. Fuck you with your fucking Saving Christmas shit. It's exactly what you would think this movie would be.
Miss you, Ernest.
Yeah.
Miss you, Ernest.
This movie, Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas, looks exactly what you think it would look like. So yeah, it looks pretty fucking offensive.
Extremely offensive.
It's a war on Christmas.
It starts off with this war on Christmas. I've heard this before, and I don't fucking get it.
Oh, because clearly.
I'm sorry.
Clearly.
Because corporations, businesses, people, whatever, want to be sensitive to people who, I don't know, the majority of the people on the planet who are not Christians. Which is actually the majority, because Christianity is on the fucking decline. Because, I don't know, we've been listening to this shit for the past 600 fucking years, and we're fucking tired of listening to it. Maybe that's why it's on the decline. I don't know. But here it is, the war on Christmas. And it's fucking... it's Kirk Cameron is saying shit like, well, now we can't even say Merry Christmas anymore.
Yeah, you can!
Yes,
you fucking idiot!
You can! It's alright to say, hey, Merry Christmas. You just can't be that fucking asshole who gets pissed off when the person says, Happy Holidays. Have a good...
Happy
winter.
Holidays, a phrase that's existed for a long fucking time.
Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your holidays. Whatever they may say that is not Christmas.
There are movies in the fucking 30s that have holiday in the title that are Christmas-themed movies.
Themed.
Fuck off with that shit.
That is the stupidest fucking thing, the war on Christmas. Suck my dick with
You
the
can
war
say
on
your
Christmas.
fucking Merry Christmas. You can say Happy Holidays. You can say Happy
Fucking
Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. You can say all of that
shit. Who gives a fuck? You can say it all. It's part of the experience. Nobody's attacking Christmas.
Okay, I get it. Like, there are isolated incidents where somebody complains about, I don't know, something Christmassy. Yes, isolated incidents, that'll happen. Just like in isolated incidents, you will also fucking have someone complaining that in the nativity scenes, they're black. Or you will also have isolated incidents in which somebody of another religion is offended by something that maybe a Jewish family is doing, a Muslim family, or something like that. Yeah, isolated incidents, that happens. It's not a fucking war.
Not
you
at
still
all.
go to any goddamn store where half of the fucking store this time of the goddamn year is Christmas
fucking
stuff,
full
which
of Christmas
fine.
shit.
Fine. I don't need Kirk Cameron and his fucking crocoduck fucking ass telling me that they're trying to take Christmas away from him. And this trailer
fucking trying to take Christmas away from goddamn the Christians.
This trailer, of course, had him arguing with the most stereotypical latte swilling,
atheist, I suppose,
atheist, hipster-looking, cardigan-wearing, rimmed glasses, looking like Rivers Cuomo-looking guy that you could possibly fucking imagine. They have him arguing with.
Fuck off with
man.
that. God damn it, that pisses me off. These people get so goddamn upset because, like, the biggest one that I've ever heard is when they've had to take down the manger scenes, because it's depicting something of a religious nature in a public area, which you're not really supposed to do one way or the other. You're just not supposed to do that. So they don't do it anymore. And then the Christians get the Bibles just turned this way upside their ass, and they get all fucking upset about it.
Usually when I hear about that, it's some, like, government ground.
It's
or
usually
like-
government that's like, no, we can't. We're not going to put them in. And then they get all, Jesus! Jesus was born in spring. Asshole. God damn it, he was born in spring.
I don't, even if, you know what,
Even if he wasn't, who cares?
Even if they want to set up some fucking, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm not religious. I celebrate Christmas. Whatever.
It's the, not every place has to celebrate, or not every place has to have something with baby Jesus or Jesus-related shit in it. They don't.
Well, even if they
just
do, I don't care.
And if they do, I don't care. So why are you getting so fucking upset when they don't? Let them believe whatever the flying fuck they want. If it's a government building, then expect them to stay neutral, is what they are supposed to do. God damn it! Fuck! God!
Sounds like you need some Christmas.
I need some goddamn Christmas! I already fucking hate Christmas. I hate Christmas. Hate it. Hated it for years. Ever since I was like 8. Fucking hate Christmas. Fuck Christmas. Ugh. And now I got
Someone's
Kirk
getting a
Cameron
new bike
shoving
this
his
year.
goddamn... What?
I said someone's getting a new bike this year.
I hope it's me.
Well, yeah.
I've been a
you
good
gotta
boy.
get the Christmas spirit.
I gotta get that Christmas-
We're gonna get you a new bicycle. I'm gonna teach you how to ride it, and then we're gonna have a catch. We're gonna toss the bike back.
We're gonna toss him. That was a terrible idea.
Sorry, son.
It's alright, Dad. Why are you my dad in this scenario?
Yeah, I apparently had you when I was 4.
Apparently.
God damn it. Oh, we got that.
I can't stand fucking, I can't. Oh, that angers me every single time.
I know, right? That trailer made me so fucking
pissed me
mad.
off
One,
immediately.
that I know that's gonna come to Springfield.
Yeah, Parkway.
Yeah. And so I was so mad at that what else did we get? Because I was still fuming.
remember.
We got something
Oh,
with
we
George
got-
Lopez.
Oh, yeah, the...
Spare parts.
Spare parts, inner city, bad kids, or
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
It
something
turns
like
out
that.
in robotics, and they want to join some whatever. Another story about inner city kids who turns out to be smarter than you think. And they do shit. Whatever. I have
We've
never...
won 200 science fairs in a row, but we finally lost.
Oh, God damn it!
Ah!
When the beaker stands tall.
You know what? That would probably be a more interesting fucking movie.
It probably would. Like, that would be really... Like, hold on. Like, I didn't know science fairs were that goddamn intense. But,
Yeah.
all right.
For fucking why not? God damn it.
Oh, we
What else?
got,
that concert film with this.
Hold on. No, what it is.
I
Because
can't because I forgot the band's name.
Hillsong.
Hillsong?
Hillsong.
That's what it's called? Oh, okay. Oh, Hillsong.
Like,
oh,
Him
okay.
on the Hill. Yeah, Hillsong. It's the name of the band, I believe.
I just got that.
I am
When you
so glad I don't have to do
When
that.
you explained the name of the band, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's what it
Hillsong.
means. Hillsong.
Hillsong.
Okay.
And then we got a movie that looks really good, but extremely long. That
Oh wait.
Exodus.
You don't want to talk more about Hillsong, and they're apparently like millions of fans.
10 million.
Which okay. I mean, I'm not disputing. Why would I have heard of this? I don't listen to.
I was gonna say,
Christian
I'm
music.
not-
Why would I have heard of this band? But apparently,
Yeah.
they're the most popular. They're like the Christian equivalent of like One Direction, considering how many fucking fans
I
apparently. they
guess,
have.
yeah.
But since I guess the concert film is me and Dave's thing, I'll have to let you know how that
Oh,
is.
please do. And please, please don't tell Dave what it is.
We got another concert movie.
We got an, all right, buddy.
Well, just
Who's doing it? You can
Just-
probably
just
you
meet
know
me
what
there.
you
Just meet me
could
there.
probably say it's by this band called Hillsong. Oh yeah, I know them. Yeah, I like a couple of their songs. Shut up, hipster Dave. You have no idea what the fuck you're walking into. Oh, you've heard him do that
He
before.
does that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got like the first 2 albums on vinyl.
Do you?
Do you? Do you, Dave?
Well, then you'll
Well, then why
love
didn't you?
this.
You're going to love this experience. You know what? You go see it by yourself. I don't want to take it
I won't
away
even
from you.
remember, like, fucking what the... If he asks me what band it is, I'll have forgotten.
I
by
know
that
you
point.
will.
I forgot until you mentioned it a second ago. It's fucking crazy. So that concert movie coming out and
The Exodus, which
Ridley
looks
Scott movie,
really
looks really
good. It looks really good. Like if I'm going to watch a religious movie, I likes me some Old Testament.
Oh yeah,
religion.
yeah.
Give me that
Noah,
fire.
Sodom and Gomorrah,
Hell yeah.
fucking Samson and shit.
David versus Goliath, all the
yeah.
old school, the burning bush, Cain and Abel, all that shit, like that old
Pompeii.
What? Pompeii? You're an asshole.
That's the story about how Noah's son Shem tossed the dove into the volcano and it burped lava out of it because of sodomy.
That's what happened in Pompeii?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa! I missed the mark on that one.
Boy, did the Pompeii movie skip out on a lot of stuff to get that PG-13. Just like the story of Sodom and Gomorrah involves God Monkey floating through space with his talking Walter Brennan Moosehead.
I do want to see that.
That movie's amazing.
I do want to see that.
Oh, there's a lot of evil going on down there, Duke. That's gonorrhea down there, Pilgrim. Pissing me off.
Oh, I want to see that.
The movie's amazing. Sodom and Gomorrah, The
Sodom
Last
and
7
Gomorrah,
Days.
yeah.
A phenomenally better religious film
Than what we just saw.
than most of the ones we've seen this year. Yeah, they worship the god Enlil.
I wouldn't worship that god.
With the thing with Exodus gods and generals? No. Exodus.
Gods and generals. What?
Exodus
Gods amongst
fire
us.
and god or gods and something. I mean, it looks really good, but
It's really long.
it looks like it'll be really
Lord,
long.
Like Lord of the Rings long. Like
Oh man, we also got a Hobbit movie coming out this year. That's
this
also going to
thing's
be long.
3.5 hours long.
This Exodus movie looks like it's going to be.
It's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
But it does look good because it's old school Testament and it's like Ramses and Moses and
I like the phrase "old school testament."
that's what it is. Old
I
school
like that.
Testament. Old school Testament. With a lot of the Jewish religion, that's what they mostly follow, I believe. The Old Testament. Mm-hmm. That's the fun Testament. That's where God was such an asshole in that one.
I only know my Jewish stuff from Woody Allen movies.
That's your problem. He's a known Protestant.
Moses was born under a roller coaster in Queens.
But that movie really does look good. Just, ooh, that's going to be a long sit. It's going to be a very long sit.
Well, we also got
And then, like, out of nowhere,
Angelina Jolie.
Was it Angelina?
Well, I mean, she directed it.
Yeah, the
Unbroken.
Unbroken, that's what it is. Yeah,
Smart Forrest Gump.
I want to see it. I want to see what happens if Forrest Gump was smart. That's kind of what the movie looks like to me.
But yeah, at first we kind of looked at each other like random. This doesn't quite go along with the other.
But like, there's a moment where he's inside of a church. I look back and go, there you go.
There it is.
There it is.
One scene where he's in a church.
He's in a cathedral.
They
Okay.
fucking throw this in front of
Throw it on in.
this movie. This fucking Left Behind thing. Fucking
We got like 3 minutes left.
shit. We went a while on
long
this,
have we been
man.
talking about that?
Maybe 90 minutes.
Oh no.
Fuck. Actually, I think I might have accidentally been recording this in HD. I might have eaten up some battery. Well, fuck, we've pretty much explained
All
the
right,
entire
well,
Bible
yeah.
to you.
Yeah,
so.
we got it. Tune in next week for Brad and Jake's Bible study.
yeah, because there'll probably be another religious movie next week. Okay, so, well, I mean, I'll be back tomorrow with Annabelle and Gone Girl, but I know you want to see Left Behind out of curiosity.
No.
And I get it. I get it. I mean, nothing will stop you. Nothing would stop me. If I was watching this, nothing would stop me from seeing this, because, I mean, yeah, I'm going to see it. It's got Nicolas Cage in it.
Yeah.
But this movie you'll get some laughs out of it, but you will mostly be bored.
You will, yeah. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have the identical feel to where you have to see it just because of how much of a train wreck it is.
We were honestly spoiled by the identical. To be perfectly, like, in a way, we were
an extremely good point. We were very, very spoiled by the identical. All right, we got a minute left. We gotta wrap this.
Shit.
We gotta wrap this up, B.
Wrap this up, bro.
Come on, bro. Wrap it up, bro.
Wrap this. I'm gonna catch that plane. That plane's gonna fall out of the sky. I'm gonna fucking catch it. I'm gonna throw it over to Europe. It'll fucking land in Europe.
I don't think that's the way it works, bro. But for some reason, I really believe you, bro.
Would I ever lie to you, bro?
No, you